Good luck.
See you,
Stay
guys.
safe. Okay, we're back in regular session. We need to take a vote to go back into regular session.
Yes.
Yeah, 11, back in 11, 17, yeah.
Jim Marlowe,
Yeah,
Brent Gentry,
Okay.
Ken Atkinson.
President.
okay, so we're back, we're in regular session. Ashley? Yeah, something.
So Greater Egypt gave Brent a questionnaire, or forwarded a questionnaire for this wastewater grant to be filled out. You filled out what you knew, and then it's been like passed over to me. I mean, this is like way outside of my purview. I talked with Tyler Carpenter.
That's what you, they sent another one the other day, Stephanie, what was it, what's the last one?
They wanted me and you to fill out more
Talk to
information.
somebody. I mean, some of that stuff doesn't even apply to us.
I know that, I guess maybe many moons ago, maybe Celeste filled out the original one, or maybe Celeste and Kelly.
Yeah, that solid waste, they're doing all the counties around.
I
there.
talked with Tyler and I asked him if any of these counties had filled it out. The only one he said had done one so far and turned it in was Jackson County. That's because Jackson County actually has a health department. They said their health department filled
I
out
see.
this document. So, I mean, I
You
guess I am passing the buck because there's information and requests of answers on here that I know nothing about, and I'm not gonna put my name like to that. I don't know if anybody here has
I don't have the
knowledge
knowledge.
of all this stuff.
And he said, you know what he said? You read back what, I can't get emails now, but he said, he goes, you fill out what you think. It's about, we're talking about the meeting, about solid waste, we're upgrading everybody's around the county or all the other counties, and then send it back to him and I'll finish it. Tyler.
Okay, well, that's not how it works.
Okay, well, that's-
It somehow found its way to me.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Bless your heart.
but I mean, you're welcome.
We want to be current with the state.
I mean, there's information I'm asking
That
about.
last email, they wanted us to set up a meeting with somebody there at Greater Egypt for me and you to talk to, so that they could help finish filling it out.
What's asking?
Oh, just for example,
Solid waste is crazy.
does the program have match or related requirements? Does the organization have written procedures for match reporting, second person sign off? Whether performance reports, history of performance, has in regards to last 2 fiscal years, have we submitted organizational reports for project performance?
No.
I mean, there's all this stuff. Will a sub-grantee sub-award be utilized, to manage or administer or complete these projects? What percentage does the organization anticipate passing, to sub-grantees? And, there's just a lot of stuff that, I don't know anything about this
None of us would.
grant
The
program.
history of solid waste was years ago, they dissolved. We had to bring it back by law. That's how we have to get recycling in there. That's all we do, solid waste is recycling.
Right.
That's
Are
the
we
there.
receiving grant money because of that? Have we been receiving grant money?
Yeah, he taking over for all the counties surrounding us. And he said.
I don't know, I couldn't tell you. I guess I could look at our receiver report and see if there's some kind of grant money that we.
We had to have that done to keep in the law of having a solid waste program, which we don't except for recycling. That's why I say all that stuff, we don't turn in massive reports about it. It's so far out there. You're right, it's
Is
way
there
out
a
there.
contact number that we could?
Well, I can forward you the email from Tyler Carpenter, to the 3 of you if you like, but I just,
And just
I
sit
mean,
down with him and
I
talk to him and say, look.
I don't have the
what this is
information.
about.
or the ability to answer.
What did I answer, like four or five? I had no idea.
There's like,
Not applicable.
you've made a.
You said Jackson County, their health department filled that out.
Jackson County's health department completed their own, but otherwise, the other southernmost counties, I guess, that they've sent it to, nobody has finished it, because I'm not aware of any. I don't know of any other counties that have a true health department within the county operations. So,
No idea about it.
Would that include hospitals as a health department?
I don't know.
Because I know Clay County does.
Well, I'm talking who Greater Egypt oversees.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, that's
Barry
Southern.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So let's-
Franklin.
Well, the last email said to get a hold of Jenny Richardson, for me, Stephanie, call Jenny Richardson, we can call her, I don't know. But the answer's gonna be the same, we don't do that stuff, all that stuff.
She's supposed to be helping you go through that to fill it
Yeah,
out.
there's nothing changed, I mean, maybe there's trick words you gotta put in there, besides yes or no.
So,
So wait, if you want, she says, your name's under Stephanie, we'll call
I
her.
put that on there because I forwarded information you wanted me to put in there.
I'm
I
sorry,
have nothing to do with
but
it.
you're on it, so you can help call her
I
too.
have nothing to do with it. I
I'm
get
not
paid
gonna,
as a
I
grant
don't want it stopping
administrator.
at me, and that's why I wanted to inform.
Yeah, that's way out there.
Because that's.
so then, why don't you get a hold of Jenny?
Well, I said, we'll call her.
Nothing.
You're on it, Jack. And then she just make the fancy wording you got to put in there. It's a simple yes or no to me, that's the.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to, I mean, some of these internal controls are referencing, and maybe for a fact we don't have.
Either
I don't know if you're required to
NA,
have
not applicable, or
That's what
unknown,
I told him. It's not happening.
not applicable.
It was so, I mean, we got recycling for God's
Well,
sake.
there is no NAs on any of these. These are all yes or no questions. You need to fill them out. That's why, I mean.
Then they want
you can
details?
Easily put, not applicable, but I mean, it's yes, no, or there's one that says yes, no, not applicable, but most every one of them say yes, no, or fill in the one.
Or explain what?
And I pulled the solid waste stuff from Celeste's office, but it was like eons ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing was
Well, there it is.
anything current.
2005 maybe, but we had to bring it back to recycle.
So are you gonna talk to Jenny about this
We'll call her, we'll do it then.
and see what she says?
Yeah, we don't have to go with it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever, Steph.
They'll talk to her.
Okay.
Whatever.
I just, like I said, I just want to bring everybody's attention because I didn't want, I didn't blame for those things.
I think it's funny, we'll come back to you, that's hilarious.
So,
Okay, I still think, we'd like to get some information before we make a final decision on that, as long as we make it today. That's all. Just want to make sure everybody understands what the PW is and everything. I do think that what we discussed in the executive session was a good meeting. At least we have a plan. Anyway, I'd still like to hear the full story, just make sure.
I would,
And we make our final
so
decision.
we'll
So
come,
I'd recommend that we recess and reconvene.
then go into executive session this afternoon.
Yeah, and I don't know what time to come back to reconvene. It's the only thing, so
1:30.
1:30, and I'll see if I can get that Kim on the line where she can tell us the pluses, the minuses, whatever. Then we'll make our decision. So
I want to know about.
the
The
PTEL issue,
Detail.
how that affects
Right.
PTEL, so that we'll know.
like I said, I mean,
Once it's gone,
it's
it's gone.
gone. It's gone.
Yeah. So, and how, what does that mean in moving forward? So that's all I want.
Well,
How does
but
that-
that amount is only the amount that the bond was.
Well, no, based off of way you were looking at it, if you don't abate it and you pull off of the levy portion, then that's gone forever.
Yeah, it's just the amount that we're related to the bond.
PTEL's a confusing
Yeah.
issue, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Everybody understands.
So it would be a push next year, but how's that going to be years down the road?
Well, I mean, you'll basically lose 600 every year.
Right.
So if you're talking over the next 10 years, I mean, that's $600. So that's the trade-off, because you're detailing on home.
Yeah, but we're still, and that money is to cover the bond, cost of the bond, so we will be levying for the bond separately.
Yeah, but I mean, and that'll be lesser, but
But it's going to decrease.
When was PTEL brought in? Was that in the 90s?
uh,
It was not every county's PTEL.
late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. I'm very well aware of when you lose it, because that's what happened. Park didn't,
So,
didn't access. the-
Always go high and get what you can get.
Well, yeah, the park
It's gonna be what it's gonna
didn't
be.
capture the growth and everything else, and it lost several $100,000. And it's never been able to recover.
right, you never recouped that. So that's all.
Let's
Just sure.
let's just be cautious before we make a decision.
That's all I'm asking. It's just everybody get a full understanding and then make a decision. So that'd be the board decision. Okay, so let's recess, reconvene. What time?
We don't know what time, so I guess.
1:30 or-
But I
1:30?
Let's make it 1:30.
don't think you don't have time. I mean, I thought you said you don't know what time. I thought you said you don't.
Yeah, I don't know what time she would
It
be
could be- it
available.
could be
I'm
3 or
just
4
guessing.
o'clock.
It could be, and if so, then we could come back at 1:30. I'll say let's recess, reconvene to whenever.
Yeah.
So, and we'll do that. I mean, that's all. The only thing we can do.
Or you could, I mean, you could just talk to her, get the answer, couldn't you?
I'm trying to get her to respond, and I don't know, she must have a client, so text line, so that's all. I'm just trying to arrange it. So right now, kind of in limbo. So let's just shoot for 1:30 and just go.
Yeah, we either talk to her or we
If
recess. for-
By some chance we don't hear from her, get close to the end of the day, then we'll make the decision based on the best information that we have. And, because we know we need to get those tax bills out. So they make a decision. So.
So make most of the time. You make most of everything.
No, go ahead if you want, or I can make a motion.
So,
Motion to recess, reconvene at 1:00, at 1:30.
Marlo,
Yeah.
Martin and Jerry, and I can say.
Yes.